Today we're at Axiom RV in Elkhart, Indiana. We're going to sit down with brothers AJ and John Jones and find out what they have to tell you about Axiom RV. All right, with AJ Jones, the president and co-founder of Axiom. AJ, wanted to have this sit down and just kind of go through a few things and get your philosophies and opinions on them.
Absolutely.
So first off, what problem did you see in the RV industry that you really wanted to tackle?
You know, a lot of it is we're really passionate about, a lot of the quality control and a lot of unique things that are going on out there. But, you know, I think one of the big things that we really hit on hard was really, myself personally being a bigger guy, is the AC systems. Honestly, after camping before in models that had even 3 air conditioners on it but couldn't get the temperature down below 80 degrees, it was really frustrating as a camper when you're paying that much money for something and it didn't sufficiently cool the unit. So we really wanted to create a whole new system to actually adequately cool the unit, and I think with our patent pending mini split system that we really have developed that. I think another big thing that was a big concern was the strength of the units. A lot of these manufacturers out there are seeing frame flex and cracked sidewalls and other things like that, where, you know, really it was a big thing for us. And we know we're a little bit heavier than everybody else, but we're okay with that. Just knowing the peace of mind that we're 72% stronger in our sidewalls. Really, nobody is even close to the strength that we provide for our structural integrity, and I think that was another really big part of that was what we sought to improve and change in the industry.
Okay. No, those are all very big things.
Yeah,
obviously.
for sure.
So, tell me about when did this idea actually start? Tell me about the first sit down with you and John and Tom, and, you know, the background behind that.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've been very blessed to work with these guys for years. I mean, we've got almost close to 2 decades of working together, and, you know, honestly, it's really been a dream and a goal that we've always had to eventually start our own manufacturing facility, and it's something we've been talking about for years, but just due to timing and finances and everything that's aligned with that, it never really came to fruition. And then, you know, it just happened to kind of fall into place with the perfect timing. And I ended up parting ways, and Tom ended up parting ways, and John parted ways. And, you know, in the process of that happening, it was, you know, I mean, we're not getting any younger by any means either, too. You know what I mean? So it's like it's take action, you know, and so we really truly feel, and I truly feel we did build a better product. And I think that in the process of doing that, our search and our goals for building a better product has really led us to this and to where we are now.
So what was the biggest, I guess, early obstacle that you guys faced? I'd love to know, you know, from your perspective, what you think the biggest obstacle was.
I mean, and there's 2 ways to do things, and a lot of times in the RV industry, a lot of people do what I call R&D, research and duplicate. We're not wired that
That's
way.
That's a great one, by the way.
So we are definitely not wired that way. We are truly on a path to not just do what everybody else does, but we truly wanted to innovate completely new floor plans that no one's ever seen, completely new features that no one's ever seen, with the quality and construction that's unsurpassed in the industry, and that was our goal. And it was not easy by any means. I mean, this was definitely it's been a long path, and it's been a long, difficult path, that's for sure. Starting an RV company is not easy, I can tell you that for 100%. So, but, you know, during that, I mean, honestly, so much, all of it has really been, when you push the bar so far, it definitely, there's a lot of speed bumps that come with that. And so, you know, it's finding our right partners. A lot of people that we went to when we talked initially that we wanted to develop a mini split system, they told us no. I mean, all the major manufacturers out there of air conditioners pretty much laughed at us and said, can't happen, won't happen. And so, you know, we were really pushing to do it and do it differently. And it was outside of normal channels and that you would typically take throughout getting things done in the RV industry. And so, and in the process of doing that, we developed a lot of other really cool things, you know, and our mission to really provide our customers with the most maintenance-free product out there with our clean roof design and so many other things that came from after the ACs, and just we went down our own path. And really our goal is just to provide the customers with the best product possible. And you know, it was definitely not the easiest task, but I think we accomplished it, and I'm super excited to be launching this product now. So,
with that said, what do you want people to feel when they hear the word Axiom? Like, what's instantly what you want people to feel?
Honestly, to be at home. You know, one of the biggest things, I mean, the comforts of home. I mean, so many times people, when they get an RV or full-time in an RV, there's very large compromises that come along with that. And our goal was to bypass those compromises and let people truly feel like they're at home. The fact that you can cool it and heat it adequately, which most RVs you can't. I mean, you're typically you're lucky to get 20 degrees lower than the ambient temperature that's outside.
You can heat them, you're just burning through propane.
Absolutely, and that's the other thing too. You're burning through a ton of propane.
Yes.
Where with our mini split setup too, it's way more efficient in heating. It's actually more efficient as a furnace than it is as an air conditioner too.
Which we actually experienced last night. For the first time, I think that was the first time probably anybody's ever slept in an Axiom with a heater, and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
So.
No, and it's super quiet and everything else. But you know, some of the other things too is, you know, when you think about like our large ceiling heights too. I mean, you walk in and it's almost 10 feet tall inside there, and it feels like a residential home more. I mean, you get these amazing panoramic views with these large windows and so many different things. And really, that was our goal, is to not compromise, to just have that feeling that you're at home and not necessarily full timing in an RV. So
we talked about the innovation side of it. Mm-hmm. What is your philosophy really on blending the innovation with reliability in mind?
Absolutely. And I think there's so much to be said about that, because I mean, with doing innovative things comes with responsibility too. I mean, and making sure that it's actually within the customer's best interest always, and making sure it's functional and making sure that it works properly. And we have thoroughly tested the Axioms, and we actually put our units through a massive torture test it's actually in a testing facility near Cincinnati area out there, that we put almost over 200,000 miles on this thing, like rigorous test. I mean, just continuously, they literally drive it 24/7, test all the structural components, test all the components in the unit. We would literally every day fire up the generator, run everything, make sure all the structural components, everything was held up right. So we were most don't even make it past day 1, day 2 when they take it to these testing facilities. We were proud to say that we completely cleared it with absolutely flying colors. I think we did have a couple pieces of trim that popped down off of it, but nothing structural and everything else. And we not just loaded it to the capacity of the 27,000 pound GVWR, which is huge. We actually overloaded it and completely just beat the snot out of this thing. I mean, but you know, it's a testament to our product and how strong we are building this. And like I said, we know we're a little bit heavier than our competition, but we're okay with that, honestly, because it's a 1-ton truck or a 1-ton truck. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I mean, so honestly, for us, that's really the goal there.
So how do you keep a startup sized company like this competing with the giants out there, right? We know you're in Elkhart,
Yep.
Obviously home of almost every RV manufacturer, a lot of them giant conglomerates now.
Yep.
How do you keep up with that and actually compete with these guys?
You know, I think it all starts from our core foundation. Our goal is never to be the biggest, and honestly, I don't even know if we ever want to be. I mean, if it happens naturally, so be it. But the reality of it is, our goal is not to be the biggest. Our goal is to be the best. And our goal is to be the best at what we do, how we do it. I always say this: control our controllables, and you know, live within our means. And I don't have I've worked for another company where we were the #1 for multiple years running everything else, and did very large volumes. Our goal from this company is clearly not to be the biggest volume situation. Our goal is to just create the best product possible and have really cool, unique features that help the end consumer have a much more enjoyable experience when they're using our units.
So where do you see the next big step for Axiom? Like what's next for Axiom?
You know, I mean, honestly, so we still have a pretty big path ahead of us as far as our growth, and I would say that growing, but growing responsibly. So for us, and you know, yes, I know that right now we're actually out retailing what we're building right now, which is, it's a high class headache. That's a good thing, you know. But I'm not. I see so many times in the RV industry where a lot of mistakes happen is people try to throttle down, and then all of a sudden they compromise quality, they compromise a lot of the structural things and everything else. We won't do that. Our goal is to just keep growing responsibly, and as we go, we continue to slightly ramp up production and everything else, but making sure that everything's in line and everything's in place to do that responsibly. And I think that as we in the next year or two, I mean, we'll definitely be maxing out this facility as far as that goes. I'm sure we'll eventually be looking into expanding upon that and probably buying another facility to actually grow and do that. But you know, it's you crawl before you walk,
Yep.
You walk before you run, and you know the future is definitely bright with us. I think we've with the patents and everything, we've solidified that we can have such a really cool foundation to build RV products off of. It's going to definitely open the runway for us to expand into multiple different markets in the future, whether that be into travel trailers, mid-profile fifth wheels, destination trailers. I think there's definitely a bright future for us, and wherever we decide to go with that. And honestly, we'll probably let the market dictate that more than anything, and what consumers are asking from us. You know, that's one of the things.
Yeah.
we try to listen to our customers and literally just get honest feedback, and we'll maneuver appropriately.
So with that said, and kind of in closing, you know, you said this was a dream of yours. Mm-hmm. What legacy do you want to leave on the Elkhart RV story? If you had one legacy that you wanted Axiom to leave, what is that legacy?
You know, our motto is we're built for more, and I think everybody goes from the quote unquote status quo of just doing the same thing repetitive over and over again. I would like to be known as the manufacturer that really broke the mold. That good is not good enough for us, and it never will be. Honestly, we're very hungry. We're very passionate about what we do, and just because it's the norm of the way everybody else does it doesn't necessarily mean it's the best practice or the way that it should be done. And so, you know, if we can leave that legacy of saying, man, that company truly went out there and did something different to ultimately provide our customers with the best camping experience possible, that really is that's our goal, that legacy. I think that's who we are, and you know, it's built into our DNA, it's built into our culture here. Every day is, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not been easy, but it's fun. You know, we enjoy it. We have an amazing culture here where everybody really kind of enjoys working together, and we all kind of move as one, and so it's been a lot of fun. So
awesome. Well, I tell you, we're really excited. Obviously, you guys that don't know, we're Axiom's first RV ambassadors, so
absolutely.
We're super stoked to get this thing on the road, and we will see you next time.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.